Welcome back to the channel. You know I was going to do it. You know I was going to do it. This is not a troll video by any stretch of the imagination. For anybody from 247 that's watching this that know I like to have fun, but it's not a troll post. The mental matchup of this particular game is something that it needs to be spoken about. Too much is made about what Corey Flagg can't do, or Corey Flagg this, or whatever the situation is, right? And a lot of times on first watch, if you don't turn around and rewatch something, because again, similar to a couple of other players that we have on this team, Will Mallory, DJ Ivy, John Campbell, just naming a couple of guys, people have made their mind up about them. And regardless of what the situation, or regardless of maybe some information that you give to them, they're not going to change their mind about that said player, right? Obviously, Caleb Johnson comes in during the portal. The first thing was, it won't be long until you take Corey Flagg's job. We're going into the 9th game of the season. He hasn't taken Corey Flagg's job. And you ask, why is that? And I give you my answer to that particular question. My answer to that particular question is Corey Flagg is now playing in the defense that takes advantage of his knowledge, his ability. Remember, when Corey Flagg was recruited, Corey Flagg was a 3-star prospect. Again, 3-star prospect, you don't set the ceiling, you don't put it up on a high pedestal. But what did we say about Corey Flagg? Corey Flagg was a tackling machine in a very, very strong district in Texas. Now, how can you be a tackling machine? What does that mean? Obviously, for you to be a tackling machine, obviously you have to be able to understand what's going on in front of you. You got to understand the assignments. You got to understand where to be and when you need to be there to be a tackling machine. Again, the intellect of a middle linebacker is something that they have to have if they want to excel at the highest of highest level. And I'm not sitting up here about to say, listen, man, Corey Flagg is gonna go off to NFL and have a Hall of Fame 12-year career. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is Corey Flagg was playing in the defense under Manny Diaz that did not highlight what it was that he was good at, which is reading and diagnosing. That defense that Manny Diaz was incorporating was a defense that was more so about unorganized chaos. Unorganized chaos, no gap responsibility. So obviously, of course, if you're in a defense like that and you have a player who is instinctual, because I'm gonna tell you what Corey Flagg is. A guy that's instinctual, a guy who has it between the ears. Something that one particular player allegedly they don't have, which is why they don't see the field. And you can fill that in for whatever, you can fill it in for whatever it is, right? But he's an athlete, much more athletic than Corey Flagg, but doesn't seem to have it between here. And it's a lot of guys like that. That's not a knock on him, but it's a lot of guys like that, right? But getting back to Corey Flagg. Corey Flagg is now playing in a defense that highlights what it is that he does well. Being able to read and see what it is, weave in and out of the wash and go in and make a tackle. Now, I got a hat on, so we're going to tip a hat to Charlie Strong for getting Corey Flagg up to speed. But at the same time, again, we have to really get back and say, well, wait a minute. What did Corey Flagg bring to the University of Miami that warranted him getting a particular scholarship? And that was the instincts. Right? That was the instincts. Corey Flagg is short. Corey Flagg isn't 6 feet. So probably if Corey Flagg was 6 foot, 6'1", Corey Flagg would have been a 4-star prospect. He would have been a 4-star prospect with the production that he had. So let's just say Corey Flagg is a 4-star prospect. Let's take the 3-star away from it, right? Corey Flagg is a good linebacker. Is he the greatest? Is he first team All-American? No, I didn't say that. Corey Flagg is a good linebacker. And the thing of it is, it's like having continuity. And while, again, we're talking about what Corey Flagg doesn't have or what Corey Flagg doesn't do, again, if you're only just watching the game for the first time and that's the only piece of evidence that you have to support a claim that you're making about Corey Flagg, then you're not seeing the entire picture. I'm guilty of that myself. So I'm not trying to exclude myself from this particular discussion. The thing is, though, is if you do go back and you do rewatch something and you kind of understand a little bit about play calling and what it is that the defensive coordinator is trying to accomplish and said play, you will realize that a lot of plays that we're blaming Corey Flagg for are not even Corey Flagg's fault. And Corey Flagg is being forced to do something that he's not good at to make up for somebody else. Now, no. Am I going? No. Don't say, oh, Shy, so you trying to say Corey Flagg doesn't make mistakes? No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is more often than not, Corey Flagg is where he's supposed to be and doing what he's supposed to do, which is the reason that he's on the field the amount of times that he's on the field. That's what I'm saying. Now, Jordan Travis. I said in another video, I asked the question. Nobody answered it, but has Jordan Travis actually gotten better, or has the marginal improvement Florida State has made elevated his floor? Not his ceiling, but his floor. Again, my answer to that is, yeah, I think it has. Florida State has done a good job of putting a strong running game on the field. They are the leading rushing offense in the ACC, averaging, over 225 yards, 227? I know it's over 200. Jordan Travis is throwing the ball for a little bit over 200 yards per game. So what does that do? You are allowing for a quarterback not to do something that is not out of his nature. On the flip side, Kevin Steele's defense is allowing Corey Flagg not to do things that is out of his particular nature. Florida State's not going to win a game if Jordan Travis has to throw the ball 40 times. They're not. There are some teams who do have quarterbacks that match that particular skill set, and they can throw the ball 40 times a game, and they can come away with the victory. If Florida State has to throw the ball 40 times against us, hey, man, we can go to Tootsie's because we won. You know what I'm saying? We won. But, again, this is why I said this is the mental matchup, right? Because to play quarterback, you have to be cerebral. You may have a read pre-snap and then post-snap, oh, wait a minute, that was just window dressing. They're actually doing this. So I got to re-evaluate what it was the decision I wanted to make pre-snap, and I got to go over here. And that's where Corey Flagg comes in at. I've seen Corey Flagg set up delayed blitzes perfectly, right? Because the things in front of him have worked out the way they have. Now, the issue that we've had this particular year is the quarterback draw. Now, hopefully, in certain situations, because I was watching Coach Hayes' film breakdown, and on one particular draw, I saw they were running a stunt where Agba was supposed to come around and fill in for the D tackle and would have been right there for a minimal game, but he got stuck. And the defensive tackle is coming around, so it was a scenario where it's 3-on-2. It's 3 people blocking 2 guys. And I want to say Jafari Harvey was playing linebacker and Corey Flagg was playing linebacker. And I guess it was a cover 2 type of thing where they dropping back. Corey Flagg ended up making a tackle down the field after the first down. But it's just those particular type of things that can be an issue. But again, getting back to the cerebral game, I feel Corey Flagg can take advantage of Jordan Travis. And I do think this is a matchup that weighs heavily in our favor. And I said heavily. Now, we do a good job stopping the run. Florida State does a good job running the football. So that's a matchup in that of itself. Their run game versus our run defense. And I think that's a draw. I really can't pick a winner on that. I think that's a draw because Florida State would be the best running defense Florida State would be the best run offense that we faced this year, in my opinion, due to just the talent level. However, we might not be the best run defense that they faced, or it may be a mixture because obviously they've already played LSU. They've already played Clemson, right? Those are good teams. So whatever things that they may not have been able to do against those particular teams, they may have made some adjustments to do it against us. But like I said, in this particular one-on-one matchup, the cerebral game, I am giving the edge to Corey Flagg, because Corey Flagg is now in a defense that it highlights what it is that he does well, which is the instincts and the ability to get to the ball, stay clean, especially if we got LT playing like he played last week. If that talk with Mario is going to unleash that particular LT, not only is that going to make LT better, that's going to make the entire defense better. And that makes Corey Flagg's job much easier. So my video yesterday about who wants to go first round, obviously I picked Cam Kitchens. But if I had to say who would be second, it would be Leonard Taylor. So if Leonard Taylor plays well, Corey Flagg's going to play well. The rest of the defense is going to play well. But in this matchup, again, like I said, I give the edge to Corey Flagg over Jordan Travis. So again, like, subscribe, share. And as always, it's all about the you.